last time I listen, you next. Take it how you want it. I ain't famous like I want it, but I think I might just skirt off. Blow the speakers and turn up. Pop up. Go to church with my shirt off. Tell the Lord that I'm here now. I've been waiting for so long. I've been patient for so long. Breaking rules like there's no laws, and I did it for a long time. If you don't like me, take a ticket. There's a long line. Nice to meet me. I think the pleasure's all mine. They've been clocking me so long, I think they lost time. Ooh, you lost. What you mean? Woo! What you mean? Woo! And now I'm just a so what you mean? Woo! Hold up, whoa, what you mean? Woo! Hold up now. Don't know what you think, compare me. Adrenaline popping, the blood will be leaking and running. Yeah. I do what I do, I don't care if you like it or love it. Tell all of my I got a new girl. Wait. You tell the that I'm the bank and I want all my money in hundreds. I'm tired of living on the edge. I want it, they gon' call the feds. I just bought a cost an arm and leg. My mama told me take it back and get a job instead. Where's your common sense? Me and the devil got too much in common, I swear. Yeah. Born in the ghetto, I never had nothing to fear. Take it how you want it. I ain't famous like I want it, so I might just throw a hissy fit. Call up Cassie after she broke up with Diddy, yeah. I told Shorty if she talking, and she gon' call her friends up and we did, whoa. I ain't in the talking, go chop off your lips. If I ain't in your top 10, go top 4 for bridge. My black boys, I got boys that knock off your lid. I doubt y'all gon' pop off, so hop off my. What you mean? I said, what you mean? Woo! Listen, I don't trust her. So, no, I said, what you mean?
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. Tonight's matchup features two quarterbacks who will be trying to lead their team to victory. It's Keenum's Vikings going up against Garoppolo's 49ers.
Thank you, Larry. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the home of Super Bowl 50, Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. A few short moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the Levi's Stadium tunnels, and the noise level in this place was deafening. They're set for football as the 49ers get ready to do battle with the Minnesota Vikings. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. They go play action here on first down. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. DeForest Buckner forcing his way through there to drop him for a loss of a good 10 yards. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. 4-6 defense, they were daring him to run the football. They ran it. A little football 101. Take us through what the 4-6 defense is, Charles.
So what you're trying to do with your big defensive front is cover the interior offensive lineman, the center, and the 2 guards, and make it difficult if you even want to think about running the ball inside. If you can control them, that allows the linebackers and the safeties to run free and get to the ball carriers. And that play worked really well. No gain.
And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
And absolutely zero surprise that that one was incomplete, huh? I mean, truthfully, how many OCs have we seen But 3rd and 20 on their play sheet and go, oh, I've got the exact play to dial up.
Now, that's just a head-scratching down when you're facing a 3rd and 20. Tried to complete it, couldn't get it done. Taking on the midfield logo.
Whoosh.
Great blocking, nearly sprung him there. 28-yard return. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. First carry for Carlos Hyde. He'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
And the next snap coming inside the red zone here. Garoppolo to throw on 2nd down. Complete to the tight end, Kittle, over the middle of the field. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Throwing now is Garoppolo. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Vikings coming out here again to take over on offense. And this is a crew, obviously, that was so close, Charles, to becoming the first ever team to play a Super Bowl in their own stadium. So disappointment in that last game against Philly. But overall, I think they've got to be pretty pleased with the season.
They have to be because they put it all together. Won the NFC North. How about that win over the Saints in the divisional round? I mean, I don't know that they'll ever top that in terms of getting something done late in the game, especially with what was on the line. They do get Dalvin Cook back at running back next year. I think they'd still like to have a little more speed at wide receiver. But all in all, this team comes back pretty well intact and will be a force for a while.
Yeah, that defense is pretty set.
Very much so. I mean, try and move the ball against their front and then try and throw it against Xavier Rhodes. Good luck to you.
Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Defense showing blitz. Throwing on 3rd down, Keenum. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward, incomplete pass. And Quigley now on to punt as he sends this one away. Fielded just inside the 30. Oh, nice move at midfield. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, 49ers. Marquise Goodwin, 71 yards. And the Niners have taken the early lead. They get the stop defensively, force the punt. They score without their offense even stepping on the field.
I remember playing and playing on special teams and teasing the guys on offense like, look, you don't even worry about it. You guys just hang out over there. We'll bring this one all the way back and get the points we need. In this case, they actually got that done.
So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Vikings offense now heading out to take over.
And this is their third drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
Flush to his right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Solomon Thomas in there to sack him for a loss of 6.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together.
On second down, Cook. Able to pick up a healthy chunk of yards, 7-yard gain, but a tough 3rd and 9 upcoming.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
Throwing is Keenum on 3rd down. And complete, right side, the tight end Rudolph. And down he'll go at the 25. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Ryan Quigley now as he's on to punt for Minnesota. He gets this away as he'll wisely, I'd say, angle this to the sideline. Switching things over, San Francisco taking over on offense here in just a second. And you and I discussed earlier when Jimmy Garoppolo became the starter, what a turnaround it was for San Fran at the end of the year. 1-10 in the first 11 weeks, 5-0 after that. Some momentum to take into the offseason.
And beat some teams that are acknowledged as good teams in the league, including the NFC West champion Los Angeles Rams down the stretch. So that was a big deal for them. Highest scoring offense in the NFL last 4 weeks of the season. But I loved last year's draft because they got good play from those guys. Solomon Thomas in the first round. Reuben Foster in the first round, the linebacker. Trent Taylor, wide receiver. And Akello Witherspoon, cornerback. Some building blocks as they move forward.
Over the middle to Kittle, complete. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Jimmy Garoppolo, the starter here, finally lured away from the Patriots. What are some things you like about JG?
Well, I love his makeup, meaning obviously he has a physical ability. He can throw the football, but he's mentally tough as well. And he developed while he was there in New England. They actually trained him to be a starter, even though he wasn't getting any type of snaps. And this guy adapts and thrives with the ability to play against pressure.
Second quarter now. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis with you. It's the 49ers in control of the football. They've got it 2nd and 10 to start things out.
Here we go now. Detroit!
And the wideout in motion.
Detroit!
On second down, Hyde. Then he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Just a couple there on the second down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation.
When the 4-3 defense is functioning really well, you know who stays what we call clean and no one gets to him? The guy playing the middle linebacker position, the guy we call Mike. That means the defensive front is eating up all the blocks and just let him go to the football and make a play.
Slot man moves right. Third down, Carlos Hyde. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Touchdown 49ers. Marquise Goodwin. He scored on a punt return, and now he's scored through the air. And the 49ers add on to their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Now a play fake, and it's Keenum. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. A give. This is Cook. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Again, it's Cook. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Nice job there defensively on 3rd down. Not only did they string the play out, but they didn't allow any room for a cutback. Really well organized on the defensive side.
The Vikings on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 7. Shotgun snap for Keenum. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. Keenum going for it on 4th. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. Well, with that incompletion, a chance to discuss the Pro Bowl happened January 28th, just a few miles from your house there in Orlando.
Yeah, how about that? A lot of excitement, a lot of enthusiasm for the Pro Bowl. You do hear the critics talk about it, but for a lot of NFL fans, closest they're going to get to an NFL game. They love to go to this one, support their team, of course, support the league. It's a lot of fun for them, even though it rained during the game this time.
And all the ball's out. Hyde fumbled it, but an alert 49er able to gain possession, so they will indeed hold on to the pigskin. Two minutes to go here in the first half. Back to the booth right after this. So after nearly turning it over, new life here for the offense on 2nd down. to throw. It's Garoppolo. Caught left side, Garcon. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
From midfield, here's Garoppolo. To the right side, caught by Salek. And a big tackle there as the defender runs right through it, right at the 45.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, like hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. And out now come the Vikings. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
And a nice gain of 21 yards. On 1st and 10, Keenum. And that's going to be incomplete.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. So the incomplete pass brings up second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down. The Vikings in the hurry up. They're hustling up to the line.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Third down, Dalvin Cook. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. Here's Ryan Quigley now as he's on to punt for the fourth time tonight. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And this one will be touchdown right at the 30-yard line. The 49ers getting set to trot out there. And I would say they went 3 and out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3 and out. Still a strange decision to us here in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't go 1 and out, but maybe, possibly, let's try and think with them here. Try and play field position maybe, turn the ball over, put it in the hands of their defense. Who knows?
You're a nice man.
Now let's go. All right, now lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. Forced out to his left. Now he'll throw deep left. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run.
All right, here we go.
Keenum now on first down. Throw left side on target to Thielen. Now a timeout taken.
Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Nine yards still remaining here to pick up the first on second down. From midfield, here's Keenum. And he'll find Thielen on the right side. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. The Vikings on third down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Here we go.
The final shot before the break. Keenum steps away to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep back over the middle. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by a Keller Witherspoon. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Set to return, here's Raheem Mostert. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Well, still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Yeah, he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, second down. Well, at least he was able to break that initial contact, or it could have been a loss.
Yeah, give credit to the defensive player, though. What did he do? Made him slow down, slow up his feet, and allowed the rest of the guys to get there to finish him off.
Here we go now. Boo, Lanny. Boo, Lanny.
On second down, here's Garoppolo. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Daniil Hunter in there to sack him for a loss of 6. So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long?
Here we go now. Back down to that Philly. Here we go. Switch. No. All right, now, lucky 56. All right, here we go. 56.
Looking to throw. Garoppolo. Complete to the right. This is Garcon. Convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Oftentimes, guys who do a really nice job on the wide receiver screen plays are really good punt returners. It's the same skill. Make the first guy miss, and then pick up your blocking and get downfield. Nice gain on that play.
Watch it now. Back down. All right, now, lucky over. Control. Back down to that Philly. Here we go.
And across the goal line, into the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Jimmy Garoppolo, his second touchdown of the night. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. And it is now 21-0. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. Keenum now on first down. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. A very solid gain of 27. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. First down, here's the run with Cook. And an alley to run. And he's brought down. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
But last year, I'm not sure we saw very many of those runs, did we, from the Vikings? I mean, they had the poorest rushing attack in the league.
Just 75 yards per game, but carries like the one we just saw, that'll help bolster that average.
Yeah, certainly, and they tried to beef up the offensive line in the offseason, brought in Latavius Murray, and then drafted Dalvin Cook out of Florida State.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a first and goal.
Well, as the play call comes in on third down, you have to think about 4-down territory.
And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. A great effort there. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit. Kai Forbath on for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7. Forbath out to kick this one away. And it's a short kick, taken right around the 19. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And San Francisco gets set to go here. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
Detroit! Detroit! Leopard! Over! Gone! No. Check that in Philly. Here we go. Gone. Here we go. Detroit!
The tight end changing his position. Now a play fake here on first down. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Everson Griffin in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8.
Switch. Check 99. 25. Check 25. All right, here we go. Green. No. Check 99. Philly. Here we go.
Now Garoppolo throwing on second. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Daniil Hunter in there to drop him for his second sack now here tonight. So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on third and long?
Green 39. Green 39. Over. Gone. All right, now look at over. No. Check. Patriot.
To throw is Garoppolo. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. Here's Bradley Pinion now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. And now out comes Minnesota. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
They start the drive with Cook. And he'll get this up to about the 40. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
I like the look that they just showed there. When you come out on a passing formation, spread things out a little bit, makes it really hard to cover the middle of the field, doesn't it? Because you got to go out to the perimeter and cover those guys.
Yep, exactly. Got some good blocking, too. Helped him pick up the 1st.
Here we go.
And now they'll throw with Keenum. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. The Vikings on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, here's Keenum. Looking for his tight end Rudolph, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former Super Bowl MVP Malcolm Smith. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Here comes the D swarming to the line.
Green, 39. Watch it now, Barney. Watch it now, Barney. Barney.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Little motion now from the tight end. Now a handoff looking right. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
The Niners on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. And the slot man goes in motion left. Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. And able to find Garcon. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, Didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
They go play action here on first down. Buying time to his left. Oh, he's got some breathing room. He's to the 10, and they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. Jimmy Garoppolo, 25 yards. And the 49ers add on to their lead. And maybe the defense got so caught up in him throwing the football, they forgot he can take off too.
And you often hear about the quarterback being the unaccounted for guy as a runner. But even on a passing play, he's unaccounted for as a runner, and he turned it into a nice gain.
A very nice run, and it turns into 6 points. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. Keenum on first down. His throw incomplete. He was looking for Adam Thielen there. And now it's second down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
They run with Cook. He's been busy tonight. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
Well, that's pretty symptomatic about how things have gone here. That play was just shut down right from the start.
And not going to give them a lot of confidence to help turn things around. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up fourth down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Running for it. Here's Cook. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. Mike Zimmer got to be unhappy with how that turned out. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. First down, a run with Hyde. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
And the big tight end shifting around. They run it again with Hyde.
They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. The Niners on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. And he finds his tight end, Salek. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. On for the field goal try, Robbie Gould. His career long, 58. This will be from 56 yards out. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on to punt for San Francisco. And a great job on special teams to down it as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Here we go.
On 1st and 10, here's Keenum. He's going to let it fly. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
All right, now look at that. No. Check. Patriot. Gun. Set. All right, now. Detroit.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. And now here's a carry heading left. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Down to a knee for the 49ers. This one about to be on ice. Well, partner, there's something special about a game in the snow. Just always fun in these elements, although a little chillier up here in the open-air booth. The only thing that's not fun is that we got the mid-game notification that our flight was canceled tonight, but we'll deal with that later. It was really a fun game to watch, though.
It was, and there is something special about games played in the snow because the element of surprise really kicks in. You don't know how they're going to handle the ball, if someone's going to make a dramatic play just out of nowhere, and all of a sudden it just changes the course of things. But a big shout out to our crew to make sure that we were comfortable up here, as comfortable as one could be. In these elements, they took care of us and made sure we were dressed properly.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The 49ers get the win here at home as we say so long from Santa Clara.
Today to talk about how I feel, and I feel like that we are treated differently than other people, and